It's your boy Mullah. This week got that file. We're back with another one. Happy Juneteenth. Juneteenth. Uh, this is about robbing big. Say TV show destroyed their friendship. Let's find out what happened, y'all.
But one of the most memorable portions of the video
Come
showcased
here.
Rob
Come
Dyrdek
here.
expressing
Get
his
off that
absolute
damn
disdain for
skateboard.
security guards and police officers who constantly threw
I don't
him out
want
of
to
different
hear it.
spots while trying to skate.
Just like a cop, like a security guards. You want it from here on out, I'm bringing a security guard to deal with security guards, cops, over.
I'm gonna get security for
Moments
security.
later, we're introduced to a hulking man wearing a windbreaker printed with the words Dyrdek Security, sitting behind a desk with a name tag that simply read, Big Black, Personal Security. And just like that, a legend was born within the skateboarding community. So how did a pro skater and a security guard come to meet? After deciding to hire a security guard to deal with security guards, Rob went to a security agency in San Diego, California, and simply asked for a big, lovable, cool security guard. They had just a person in mind.
That's not for you, bro.
Christopher Boykin grew up in the small town of Wiggins, Mississippi. After graduating from high school, he served in the U.S. Navy between the years of 1990 and 1994. Upon leaving the military, Boykin worked various odd jobs, eventually turning to full-time security by starting his own company. Rob and Christopher met one another around the time that the DC video skit was filmed, and their chemistry was immediately noticeable. This unlikely pairing quickly bonded, and a friendship was born. Shortly after the release of the DC video, Rob and Big Black participated in the Gumball 3000, a 3,000-mile celebrity car rally that is held on an annual basis. Their experience was documented and included in a DVD called Gumball 3000, 6 Days in May, which only further hammered home the level of chemistry that the duo had. Rob would then approach MTV to pitch a reality TV show that surrounded the daily life of himself and his best friend, Big Black, with a working title of Rob and Big Black. MTV wasn't interested in the slightest, instead agreeing to develop Rob Dyrdek's Rules to Success, in which Rob would go over various ways to achieve success in life and business.
And they ended up buying the show Rob Dyrdek's Rules to Success. And we shot the pilot and shit, except for when I go off script. And then Shane Nickerson came over, and then he pieced it together and was like, you need to just let these guys be themselves. And then it circled all the way back to Rob and Big for the pilot. It was originally Rob and Big Black, and the network wouldn't let it be Big Black. And in the beginning, like when we would hear Rob and Big, it'd be like if Jackass was called Jacket.
Premiering on November 2nd, 2006, Rob and Big took the concept of the odd couple and mixed it with the reality of a pro skater and his personal security guard turned best friend living under the same roof. Rob and Big obviously played a big part in the creation of the show, but Jeff Tremaine, most known for helming the Jackass franchise, and Ruben Fleischer, director of movies such as Zombieland, Venom, and the Gumball 3000 movie that Rob and Big participated in, also contributed to the show as co-creators. The series is a bit dated by today's standards. The first season alone has references to the website MySpace, fashion style straight out of a Young Jock music video, and a live performance of the song Stay Fly by the 3-6 Mafia. But the one thing that hasn't aged a bit, the comedic nature of the show. The introductory scene of the show involves Rob coming home to find Big Black swimming in the pool, wearing only a jockstrap.
Do you have socks on?
Oh, shit, no, definitely, gotta cover the fence up, baby.
Athletic supporter.
Yeah.
You don't have a bathing suit.
No, I don't. What you want, my meat in the pool? I can go Blue Lagoon.
I mean, it is weird.
The banter between Rob and Big in that segment was a perfect setup for the show and gave the audience a taste of what to expect going forward. While the dynamic of Rob and Big was more than enough to keep the show entertaining, there were several recurring guests, such as Rob's cousin and personal assistant, Chris Drama Path, Big Black's friend and fellow security guard, Rashawn Davis, also known as Bam Bam, Mini Horse, also known as Mini G,
smoke weed every day,
and last but not least, the true star of the show, Meaty the Bulldog. Not to mention, one of the best recurring guest stars the show ever had, Uncle Jerry.
All right, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, Rob. We're gonna do it.
Big Black's eccentric relative from Mississippi.
Got to do it, man. know how to do it, don't you? Me. Gotta do what we gotta do.
who really shined on the Bobby Light episode, a timeless classic.
Everything ready for the night. Phil is what? Dirty girl.
Dirty girl.
I'll be like this. You a dirty girl. You a dirty girl.
You a dirty girl. You a dirty girl. You a dirty girl.
Despite the fact that Robin Big was a massive success for MTV, the series ended suddenly after only 3 seasons.
3
The
seasons?
reasoning that the show gave for its abrupt end was that Big Black had a baby on the way, and he would have to move out of the house that he shared with Rob as a result of this big life change. Over the years, more information has come to light, and we now know that this was only part of the truth. There's a lot to unpack when it comes to how and why Robin Big ended, so we'll go over each co-star's reasoning separately,
Let's go.
followed by a look at what led to tensions building
Oh,
up
he got the
between
baby a jacket.
Film degrees at Full Sail University.
down by living on a TV set, as his house was
Yeah, he got the
overrun by
baby
production
jacket.
equipment used to film the show. In an interview with Johnny Knoxville, he compared his living situation to Pee-wee's Playhouse, as he only really had one bedroom to himself. Every other room in the house was dedicated to equipment used to film the show. Even Big Black's room was basically a set piece, as a few years later, it came to light that he didn't actually live with Rob during production, but rather lived in his own apartment nearby. Rob also didn't just want to be known as Rob from Robin Big, as he felt he was more than just a TV personality, with his pro skateboarding career and various business ventures that he was involved in, which took a backseat as he gained more notoriety through the TV show. As for Big Black, he had many concerns, but it seems that he was mostly disappointed with the amount of pay that he received during his time on Robin Big, compared to his co-star. This is a tough one, because there's a lot of mixed information in regards to how much pay each cast member received during their
Yeah,
time
what
on the
was
show.
going on?
While appearing on the Fighter and the Kid podcast in 2016, Big Black stated that he was paid $35,000 per episode, whereas Rob reportedly made about $60,000 per episode. Though Rob also claimed that they were paid equally during an interview with Graham Bensinger in 2016.
That's a lie.
And also, I mean, wasn't
See,
there
money.
like a financial end too? Because
Yeah.
I mean, while you're viewed as
Money.
kind of equals on screen because you're co-stars of the show, I think we're making more money than him. He thought that was unfair.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
But also,
in that era, we were paid the same.
Okay.
In that era. Yeah.
No.
Clearly, Rob didn't want to throw MTV under the bus, so he quickly backtracked his statement. But in all fairness, Big Black stated in the same interview with the Fighter and the Kid that the contracts the duo had signed led to pay discrepancies, as they didn't negotiate with MTV as a duo, but rather separately. Big Black also reported that towards the end of the show, his weight was becoming a problem, as he weighed nearly 450 pounds, and his health was declining as a result. And even though the show was called Robin Big, Big Black increasingly felt as though he was a sidekick, not a co-star. For Robin Big, it seems that shooting a reality television show for 9 months straight and nearly 13 hours a day had taken an extreme toll on their friendship. For the show's 3rd season, MTV demanded that the series go from a total